now turn up.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video by yours truly, More of Jacob. More of Jacob. That's right guys, tell your friends to subscribe. This video is going to be a story time on how I almost lost my eye. This one right here, the left one. I almost lost my I almost lost my left eye. Most of the story times I post on my channel are going to be raw footage, so that loft is not getting taken out. Most of them are going to be raw footage and everything like that. So yeah, let's get started. So I was about 9 years old, or no, I was 10 years old. I was 10 years old when the day started, right? I was 10 years old, I was happy, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna go chill with my friends, hang with my friends, be lit with my friends. But no, I was 10 years old when it happened, and I woke up that morning thinking, oh, it's gonna be a cool day. I ate some cereal, I watched some cartoons, I went outside for a bit, came back inside, watched some more cartoons, watched a little bit of YouTube, some Joey Graceffa, cause he's everything. It was in 2010, right? Oh, it's a good day out. It's sunny, it's bright, it's beautiful. So I go to hang out with my friend. Not saying his name, nobody needs to know. But I go to hang out with my friend, and we're hanging out, we're going in the woods, making a mess, getting my clothes all dirty, whatnot, what have you. So, I go over to my friend's to hang out. That's like the time I went outside first. And then I'm like, okay, I'm bored, I'm going home. So I come home, I watch some more cartoons, watch some Joey Graceffa on YouTube, and then I go back outside to hang out with him, because he has a pool. And I'm like going there, like swimming, everything like that. So yeah, I'm like, oh, this is legit. So we're there, we're hanging out, and I'm trying to make this video long, so I'm gonna be like pausing, like that, because I don't want this video to be short, but this story is not that, well, it's long, but okay. So story of how I almost lost my eye. Bam. Whole situation, whole journey with it. So this video is gonna be long, but yeah, so I was at his house, we were swimming, we were having fun, jumping off the trampoline into the pool. Yeah, trampoline, guys. How I almost broke my leg. No, it wasn't him. He wasn't the friend that I almost broke my leg with. But you guys should go watch it. It'll be like right here, something like that. Yeah, it'll be right here. Go watch it after this video. But yeah, so, oh gosh, I like telling the story, but then I don't, because it just makes me all queasy, because blood I'm okay with, but blood coming out of the face and like, I'm not okay with. That gives you a little insight to what's about to be said. So I was at his house, we were swimming, jumping off the trampoline and everything like that. So, I have to use the bathroom. And I don't want to go in his house, because that'd be weird, right? I'm 10 years old, I'm like, I'm a little nervous. So, his backyard is full of trees and full of bushes and what have you. It's full of everything. So I'm like, oh, I'm a boy, I can go in the backyard. So, yeah. I went to use the bathroom. I didn't, because I was like, oh, this is weird. This is really weird. This is awkward. I'm not going to use the bathroom here. So his brother, who does not like me at all, still doesn't like me, obviously, because what I had my other friend go do to him. They fought over me. It's whatever. But so yeah, it was pretty interesting. It was a pretty interesting time. Yeah, like whatsoever at all. And I go over there to try to hang out, right? Oh, darn. It's like set up like the setup got switched. Okay, so I go over there to hang out, right? I'm just like living my life, hanging out, going in the back of the yard, and like, I gotta use the bathroom. But I didn't, because that's like weird and ew. So I go to the back. I'm contemplating whether I want to pee or not. Contemplating in my head, I'm like, do I want to really pee in the backyard, or do I just want to like not? So I'm just standing there minding my own business. Here comes his brother with a log. Well, it's a stick, but it looked like a log. Saying, "Oh, so you're in my backyard, hanging around my brother." And I'm like, what is your deal, dude? Do you not like me or something? Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm hanging out with your brother. He's my friend. This is where it gets into an argument. And then, because I actually, when I was like 10, I wasn't as savage and like cut up as I am now. Like, I'm like, like, let a person try me today. This is how I am. But back then, I was like, I'm only 10 years old. I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, so I went, we talked. He was like yelling at me, screaming at me, cussing at me, whatever. He was like, "Oh, so you're hanging around my brother?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's my friend. Like, why wouldn't I hang around him?" And he's like, "Oh, well, he's my brother, and I don't want my brother hanging around with people like you." And I'm like, "People like me? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Well, you're gay, aren't you?" And I'm like, that's none of your business. Thank you. And so he picks up the stick, and I'm like, I turned around. He picks up the stick, and I turn back around, and he throws it at me, and it hits me in my eye. The thing that helps me see? Why am I so red in this light? Dude. Can we just... I look like a frickin' tomato. But yeah, so he like throws it at me, right? In my freaking eye. You need these bad boys to live. I almost went blind. The story of how I almost went blind. Title of this video: How I Almost Lost a Vital Organ. The tea has been spilled. No, but so he throws it at my eye. It hits me in my eye, and all I feel is this cushioning blow. And I pick my hand up, and it's like, so you see how it is now? It was like, ooh. So this is my eye. The swelling went all the way out to here. That thick of swelling it was like that thick of swelling. That thick of swelling. My skin swelled. So, besides the point, it was swelling, right? And I pick my hand up and I'm like, screaming, freaking out, like, what did you just... And he realizes his mistake. He's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. He's all shook. He's all pooping his pants, peeing himself, whatever. My friend, his brother comes back. Like, what the just happened? Oh my god, what just happened? Starts screaming bloody murder, like, oh my gosh. And his parents come outside. See, I'm an independent little boy, so I'm like, I'm gonna do it myself. And I was thinking I was a tough guy, right? So I'm like, because his parents ask, do you want us to take you home? Like, do you want us to call your parents? Like, oh my gosh, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Are you okay? Are you okay? They just see a little kid with blood gushing out of his freaking face, like gallons of blood. Like, oh my gosh, it was a lot of blood. So I'm like, no. I'm just going to run home. Because they only live, like, down the street from me. And I'm just like, I'm just going to run home. Run home. Going through my head, like, what the heck just happened? I'm so confused. Like, what? What is my life? what is my life? Huh. I'm like, what is my life? What is my life? And so I run down the street. My other friend, not saying names, he sees me. He's like, because I have my bike, right? And I'm like riding, like just walking my bike. And I'm like, like crying. And he sees me. He's like, oh my gosh, what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Are you okay? Oh my gosh, who did it? Who did it? Who did it? He starts getting serious. And I'm like, can you just take my bike home, please? I gotta run. I gotta run. I gotta run. So he takes my bike. Right? Lower battery mode, sorry. He takes my bike. And I'm just screaming. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I call and scream for my mom. My mom comes out. She's like, what? She sees me holding my bloody eye. She starts screaming. She's like, oh my gosh, my baby. Oh my gosh, my baby. And then my stepdad comes out like, whoa, what's happening? Sees me. He's like, oh my gosh. And then my mom's like, get in the car. We're going to the emergency room. Get in the car. Oh my gosh. Freaking out. And I'm freaking out because she's freaking out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, me freaking out is making my blood pressure go. More blood pumping out, blood pumping out, blood pumping out, blood pumping out. It's like freaking splatter. It's like, so I'm just holding it. And she grabs a towel. And I'm like, good. I got some protection. So I push the towel on my eye. Like, oh. And I'm holding it in the car. I'm laying on a towel because, like, my stepdad, like, his car is way too nice to get my blood on it. First of all. So I'm just, like, holding it to my eye, right? And we get to the hospital. I get out. The doctors, or the people in there, like, like, they've never seen a kid with a bloody eye before. Like, what now? Like, so they put me in the emergency room right away, and I'm freaking out on the table. And I don't even remember passing out. Like, I don't even remember them giving me any type of drug, any freaking the happy spray or happy gas. I don't remember it at all. So I wake up with this stitching all around my head. Or not stitching, you know that white stuff that you see in like horror movies, like when, or like those it's like gauze wrap or something like that around my face. And I'm like, I got up and I'm like, I'm Daisy. I'm like, like, have you ever been on anesthesia or whatever the freaking happy gas is, and you wake up and you're like, hey guys, how are you? That's how I was for like freaking 40 minutes. So whatever, that happens. I get home. They send me home with like some gauze, some wraps, some like ointment, some stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay, like, this is legit. So I get home and I'm like, okay, this is fun. I have a little wrap. I have a little thing I get to put in my eye. I feel like a superhero. Yeah. I didn't lose my eye. Okay, so what actually happened was the stick hit, but I closed my eye right as it was hitting. Like the impact, I closed my eye. And when I closed my eye, a tiny piece of wood from the stick got in and cut a microscopic cut on the inside of my eyelid. And your eyelids are actually stronger than you think, let me tell you. And the force wasn't hard enough. If it was hard enough, it would have went through my head and I would have died. I would have been dead. I literally would have died. I wouldn't be here making this video. Thank God I am. But yeah, I could have died, guys. And it made a microscopic stitch on the inside of my eyelid. So I had that like stitched or whatever. And the stitches actually come out and it doesn't hurt. They're like eye safe stitches or something like that. Thank God for technology. Thank you. But I'm not even kidding. I felt so cool when they came out. I was like, what is that coming out of my eyeball? I felt so bougie. But then I realized, oh, I could have died. So, yeah. my friend's brother threw a stick in my eye. I got rushed to the emergency room. It was like a week or two of healing. And that was pretty interesting time in my life. And occasionally I get like a twitch in my eye. Mostly from dehydration, but sometimes it's because of like the nerves or whatever. But that's about it. Now, I literally could have lost my eye. That's why I'm titling this story time of how I almost lost my eye. Because what if my eye was open, it would have stabbed through my retina, went all the way back here, and I wouldn't have had an eye. I would have been blind. I would have had to have a glass eye. Because first of all, I'm not about to not go through life without an eyeball somewhere. Like, who? I mean, I know there's people out there who have to... And let's get on a serious note real quick. Guys, this is not a joke. There's actually people out there who are blind and who, like, weren't as lucky as I was. I was extremely freaking lucky. Like, lottery win 10 times in a lifetime lucky. That could have killed me. Killed me. Like, I could have actually genuinely died. Like, literal death would have hit me in my face. And it would have been like, hello, welcome here. You're coming here with me. And you're never going back. I could have died. So I'm really happy I didn't. And I'm really grateful that I didn't. But there's actual people out there who go through horrible stuff every single day. Stuff that pain and injuries that aren't even equivalent are more than what I went through. And I don't have PTSD. I don't have any trauma from it. I'm not afraid of sticks. I'm not afraid of logs. I'm not afraid of any like heights or anything. But I'm not even kidding. People out there are actually blind. In one eye, both eyes, two eyes, they're deaf. It happens. But people out there are actually blind, deaf, and like I feel really bad for them. And I'm extremely grateful that I don't have to experience that. And when I see people who have to every day, I help them as much as I can. And if I see somebody like walking across the street with a cane, I'm going to say, hey, do you want some assistance? Like, do you need some help? Like, I helped one lady this one time in a grocery store. I was like walking around, buying some Pop-Tarts or some chips. And I saw this lady that needed help. And I was like, hey, I got you. Like, I didn't say, hey, I got you, but I was like, hey, miss, do you want some assistance with that? And she was, I believe she was blind in her left eye, and she, like, couldn't reach, and she was, like, trying to reach, but she couldn't, like, when you're reaching, you see what you're going for. She couldn't see what she was going for because she looked out of her left eye. So when I went to help her, she, like, turned her head and said, oh, can you grab me that one? So I helped her. I grabbed it for her, and I helped her take her groceries out to her car and everything. And I was like, you never know, like, first of all, you never know who you're going to encounter. You never know what the situation's going to be. So I personally say, always be nice. Always put your best out there. You know what I mean? Like, always just push like, if you're happy, push it. Be like, yeah, I'm happy. Like, just push that energy, like, onto other people. You know what I mean? Like, if you're happy, hey, how are you? Not, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Or like, the tones you use depict or push your emotions. Like, if I'm happy, I'm like, hey guys, how are you? Or, hey guys, how are you doing today? If I'm mad, hey guys, how are you doing today? If I'm sad, hey guys, how are you doing today? You know what I mean? I mastered that, so even if I'm sad, I wear my emotions, to be honest. I've been told by multiple people that I wear my emotions, but just never not put your best out there, because you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who's around the corner. You never know who's listening, first of all. Smartphones these days, people can be listening. Hackers, I don't know. Somebody could be hacking into my camera right now and seeing all this. I don't care because You get to see me here, and you get to see me on my channel. Go subscribe. More of Jacob. But yeah, you guys never know, you know what I mean? Like, you never know who you're going to meet, never know who you're going to see, never know who's listening, who's around the corner, who's in the next room. And you never, never, ever, ever know who that person that you're encountering with knows. That person can know the next record dealer. That person can know the next music artist. That person can know the next big thing. Like the next big pop star, the next big YouTuber, you know what I mean? So I personally say always be nice. Now, if somebody's mean to me, I'm like, I'm gonna give them a second chance. Unless they're really mean to me. Like calling me a freaking mean names and freaking cussing me out. Like, I know you're having a bad day, but nobody is forced to act like that. That's how I go about it. Like, if you're mean to me, like, a little mean to me, I'm like, I'll give them a second chance. Maybe they were just a little rocky or I came off the wrong way. But if you're, like, freaking vicious, I'm like, no, you know, I'm glad. Now, that doesn't mean y'all can be mean to me. Let me just say that. I'm just saying, like, if I were to meet somebody new and say I know a lot of people, by the way. But say I knew, like, a modeling company. Which, modeling companies, if you're out there, I have a lot of potential. Just hit me up. My email. My email is on my Instagram. Jacob0128 more. It'll be right here. But, yeah. Oh, wow, this video is going to be long. I did not expect it to be that long. I was wanting it to be like 15 minutes. No, it's going to be like freaking 40. But, so, yeah. Just, you'll never know who you're going to meet, never know who you're going to see, never know who's around the corner, who that person knows, who is listening, who is chiming in. Yes, I'm patting my thighs, because why not? Double chicken drum, double chicken drum. But yeah, you never know who you're going to see, never know who you're going to meet, never know who that person knows, never know who's around the corner, never know who is listening. So always be kind. Always put your best out there. Always give the best good Always give the best good first impression, is what I say. So like, say, because I work at Walmart, right? And I'm like, hi, how are you today? Welcome to Walmart. Hi, how are you? Oh, I'm good. Okay, this is me. Hi, how are you? Welcome to Walmart. How's your day going? Customer. Oh, I'm good, you know, it's going. How's your day? Oh, my day's great, you know, I'm living life, working at Walmart, you know. Customer. Yeah, that's funny, yeah. Bring them up, bring them up, bring them up, bring them up. Well, are you enjoying the weather so far? Yeah, it's nice outside. It's a little gloomy. Oh, it's gloomy? How? Like, how long? Oh, you've been in work all day, haven't you? Yeah, you know, I'm making that money, making that money. You know, that's just, I make it funny. I make it legit. I make it funny. I make conversation. Now, unless the person doesn't want conversation, like, I can tell when they come up. I'm like, hey, how are you? Always ask, hey, how are you? Don't answer. They don't want to talk. So I just don't talk, and I, like, ring them up, and I'm like, so are you enjoying the weather? Like, hey, how are you? Are you enjoying the weather? Bada bing, bada boom. So you never know who you're going to meet. And I actually met a police officer, a judge, two doctor assistants, a music artist, an artist, a spiritualist, a crystal lover. You know who you are if you're watching, if you even watch my video. But yeah, I met her. I've met teachers. I've met principals. I've met CEOs. I've met business leaders. I've met business leaders, homeowners, home renters. I've met a lot of people. I've met a lot of people. A lot. But yeah, just so never take, just always be kind. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, that wraps up this video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. I'm watching you. Subscribe if you're... I'm the one behind the corner. No, I'm just... Yeah. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. like this video shows me that you guys like these type of videos, so I know to post them more often. And if you liked any other videos that have been posted up to this point and you want me to like post more of those, like them, subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.